Eaten by guilt, she goes to the commander's office to confess, but the commander doesn't allow her to finish her sentences, mistaking her visit for doubt. Instead, he assures her that she is a good man and suggests that perhaps one day she could accompany him to his village, where he will introduce her to his daughter and their village matchmaker. Completely fazed by this, she kneels and says it would be her great honor. They arrive at a village and witness the aftermath of Bori Khan's destruction. Everyone is slaughtered, and no one is left to tell the tale. Their training is cut short, and they plan to attack first, as the commander advises that he who attacks first controls the enemy. As planned, they ambush Bori Khan and the Rurans in the morning, but he remains unfazed and orders the Rurans to attack. The Emperor army is caught off guard but manages to force Bori Khan and the Rurans to retreat. Mulan continues to chase them, skillfully dodging the arrows shot at her, and follows them into the mountains until she can no longer see them. Just then, an owl emerges from the sky and pushes her off her horse. To her surprise, it's the witch, who effortlessly deflects her attack. The witch asks her who she is, and Mulan introduces herself as Huajun. The witch calls her a liar, warning her that her deceit poisons her chi and that she will die pretending to be something she is not. Meanwhile, the war rages on, and Mulan is knocked unconscious. When she wakes up, she removes her father's armor, ending the deceit and revealing her true self. Mulan returns to the battle to help her friends. She shows off her strong chi as she indulges in battle, savagely defeating the opponents. Then, suddenly, the Rurans begin to retreat, and the witch emerges from the sky, turning herself into a swarm of bats, forcing the Emperor army to take cover. However, this appears to be a ploy to shoot balls of flame to destroy them. But Mulan sees this and sketches a plan to divert their attention to her, so that they can release the balls at her, causing an avalanche. This gives her team an upper hand to survive. Unfortunately, Chen gets carried away by ice after he helps his friend, but Mulan comes to save him. But, guys, can a horse really run through an avalanche? But anyway, when things settle, everyone asks about Mulan's whereabouts. Chen emerges from the fog, and Mulan soon emerges behind him. And everyone is shocked to see that Huajun is a girl. Then, she kneels before the commander to ask for forgiveness, but she receives none. She gets her promised penalty, expulsion. But she asks for execution instead, but the commander tells her that she will get that if he ever lays his eyes on her again. Then, she leaves shamefully. Up in the mountains, she cries, and the witch emerges again, starting to share her life story with her, pointing out that they are the same, and asks her to join her. But she refuses, saying, "The witch follows a coward that runs from battle." But the witch tells her that Bori Khan did not run and instead he's targeting the Emperor city. This invigorates Mulan to go protect the Emperor. And she returns to the warriors. She informs them of what Bori Khan is planning. And the commander asks for his sword, but Mulan remains unfazed. He doesn't believe her, stating, "Only a foolish man listens to someone who has lied about their existence." Miraculously, Chen stands up for her, saying the only thing she lied about was her gender, and the rest of the warriors back him. And the commander comes to his senses and asks her to lead them to the Emperor city. Mulan leads the Emperor army to the Emperor city to protect the Emperor. Meanwhile, the Rurans sneak into the Emperor city, and the witch possesses the body of the Emperor's chancellor. Heading over to the Emperor, she sets a trap for him, deceitfully forcing him to make rushed decisions. He gathers all the guards into the square, leaving no one to protect the city. Mulan and the warriors hurriedly rush to the Emperor city. When they arrive, all the doors are locked behind them, and the Rurans emerge to attack them. The commander orders Mulan to protect the Emperor, and the warriors clear her way. The Rurans emerge out of nowhere to attack the Emperor, taking out his guards and trapping him. Meanwhile, Mulan and the warriors fight the Rurans, and Chen tells Mulan to focus on the Emperor. Mulan rushes to the Emperor's throne when she reaches his palace and finds the witch, who is in disbelief that a woman leads a men's army. And Mulan asks her where the Emperor is, and tells her that she was right, they're the same. But the witch disagrees, stating that they accepted Mulan, but they will never accept her. Mulan continues to try and change her heart. The witch tells her it's too late for her, and she flies out. Mulan follows her, running on rooftops as she once did as a child. Borikhan has crucified the emperor. Wait a sec, is that Jet Li? Anyway, when the witch emerges to brag about her thread, referring to Mulan, Borikhan shoots his arrow at Mulan, and the witch quickly to catch the arrow, and Mulan catches her. She tells Mulan to take her place before she dies. Mulan goes to face Borikhan. They both draw their swords, and a fierce fight breaks out. Borikhan underestimates Mulan but soon takes cognizance of her skill and begins to take her seriously, leading Mulan to lose her father's sword to a burning fire. The emperor shares some words of encouragement. Mulan rises up and continues to face Borikhan, overpowering him and cutting the wire, which causes Borikhan to fall. As she unties the emperor, Borikhan shoots an arrow at the emperor, but fortunately, he catches it and throws it. Mulan kicks it to Borikhan. He tries to catch it but fails. The warriors manage to defeat the Ruins, and they celebrate in shock. A ceremony is made for Mulan's heroic acts. She is appointed as an officer in the emperor's guard. But she humbly declines because she still has to face the ramifications of her actions at home. Mulan leaves for home.